Jordan Coleman, O-line, favorite memory of the season was the comeback against Kentucky.
Hell yeah. All right.
Isaiah Coleman. I played for University of Texas, D tackle. And my favorite memory was probably the same thing, probably the comeback.
Wait, so y'all actual brothers?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a triplet.
I'm a triplet.
Where's the third brother?
I think he's actually in.
Yeah, he probably.
Y'all play?
Yeah.
All right. Oklahoma drill. Who's winning?
Me.
I think I got it.
What about third brother? You getting that mention?
No.
Not even third place?
Nah.
All right. Cool. Nice meeting y'all.
All right, you
Nice
too.
meeting you, man.
All right, bet. All right. Damn, we're doing it. Episode 2.
For real, bro.
I didn't fucking think we were going to do it, to be
You
honest.
said we were going to be one and done. That's not the case around.
Here we are, already on episode 2. Better production today. Already getting it going. Already have friends of the pod. Mr. Jordan Isaiah Coleman.
Oh.
Right off the bat. Other friend of the pod.
Other
Melanie.
friend of the pod.
You want to say hi?
I'm good.
But
Say hi from over there.
Hi.
Melanie, friend of the pod. Oh
that
my
is
gosh.
The owner of the stew right now.
Owner of the stew. But yeah, Jordan, Isaiah Coleman in the intro, friends of the pod. They have their other brother, Devin. Surprisingly, out of all of them, the only one that followed me back was a guy I did not even meet.
For real?
Yeah, the 2 guys I met,
They're all triplets, right?
they're triplets, which is insane. I did not know that, but University of Texas players, triplets, friend of the pod. I kind of fumbled.
What you mean?
I saw them walking down, and I just decided to talk to them, and I forgot to tell them to shout out the pod. I told them it was for a podcast, and they said sure, and they're nice enough.
Yeah.
But I kind of fumbled that, but we'll get someone else. I'm pretty sure by the end of the season, the whole team will want to shout us out. By the end of the season, I think so. But yeah, shout out Jordan, shout out Isaiah, and then shout out Devin, especially even though I didn't meet him. Might be no offense.
Shout out them.
Might be the
Shout out
nicest
them.
one. He followed me back.
That's really cool.
So,
man. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Man. We got to shout out that pod next time, though.
They ain't watching the pod though, I don't think.
It's all good.
Friends of the
It's all
pod.
good. Friends of the pod for the
But
pod.
yeah, episode 2. I didn't know we were so
I'm excited.
popular, backed by popular demand.
For real, we got a lot of interesting takes.
Got a lot of interesting takes. Oh yeah, for sure. So episode 2, we're gonna start off by going back to episode 1. Going back to our takes. It's one thing to just spit takes every single week and then not go back to it.
Right.
So I want to be accountable. I want to go back,
Right.
talk about what we talked about, see how they aged. Unfortunately, the first weeks didn't age too greatly.
No, they didn't.
We could start off with the first one. First one, we did claim Wemby. I'm starting with the Wemby one. We started Wemby was going to win MVP, and you notoriously said Spurs would start 26-0.
26-0. I did say that. I unfortunately did say that, thinking that, they're going to play with some, veteran type of mentality, like, especially early season. That is not the case. Wemby got rattled. And, I mean, they started figuring him out. We're not going to, dive too. We could dive into that a little bit in the NBA segment if you want.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking
definitely unfortunate. Miss. That's a miss. 26-0, that's a miss. Wemby MVP still up for debate.
Up for debate, but
still has life, but 26-0, that's it. That's it.
He got rattled. He got rattled a little bit.
Definitely. Talk about that later for sure.
Yeah. So mental note on that.
No doubt.
0 for 1.
0 for 1.
0 for 1. That's a miss.
Yep, I agree. You got to be accountable.
Got to be accountable. So after that, I did notoriously say that Steve Sarkisian. This is my miss. I notoriously did say Steve Sarkisian was a lot better whenever he was divorced, and he should not have a wife because he sucks at coaching football when he has a wife. However, like not even 12 hours after that, Texas did put belt to ass to Vandy. They got a top 10 win.
Yeah, that was a great win.
We looked good. I mean, we didn't finish strong, but Texas looked good. So again, that was kind of embarrassing. That's a miss. I watched it the next day. I'm like, holy crap! I just talked crap about Texas and Sarkisian, and then they just did that. So. Back at the butt. So 0-2, and then the final one we're going to go over is probably my greatest defeat so far. Notoriously went on a 10-minute rant on how baseball sucks and how the World Series is garbage. And however, I think, did you watch Game?
Yeah, I definitely watched bits
7.
of Game 7. Definitely towards the end, I watched the entire thing.
I watched Game 7, and
that was a game.
It was pretty good.
That was crazy, too, honestly.
It was pretty good.
I can't even lie.
That was a pretty good game. So baseball, maybe not as ass as we made it seem.
It really isn't. I guess when it's closer, I mean, more stakes, more narratives. I feel like with Yamamoto?
Yeah, Yamamoto, Yoshi. And then Shohei out there making the comeback. I mean,
Shohei, yeah, for real, bro.
That's 0 for 3. I'll bite down on that. Any baseball friend watching, Steven, Shout out Steven.
Got a
as
lot
well.
of it's unfortunate.
Got a lot of hate. So baseball, I'll give the props. Game 7 was actually a really good game. So episode 1, we were on the big takes.
0 for 3.
Oh,
Really
for
0 for
three.
3. Honestly, I don't think we got any takes right. I'm trying to think of any takes we got right. I really can't.
Great start to the pod. So hopefully,
You got to. I mean,
Hey,
you
only-
make some. You miss some.
only up from here.
Right, I agree.
How
I agree.
often are we gonna go for 3? Probably never. That's
Never,
probably our
man,
only
bro,
0
we're
for
gonna get it
3.
right this episode. We're gonna get it right this
All
episode.
right.
Hopefully.
We are.
All
We
right.
are.
Check it out, man.
But yeah, back here in the stew. Yaneli, very happy they brought us back.
For real? You
We,
got anything to say about that?
I do want to publicly apologize. I didn't do anything crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. We were almost homeless. We were struggling. It was a GTD game time decision on where this pod would be set up. I didn't know where it was gonna be set up.
I want to thank the owners of the stew.
Thank the owners of the stew. I'm
Very
sorry.
nice setup, you know.
Sorry if I caused any problems. Episode 1. Again,
Sure, it was all
off the
good
record,
faith.
it was all in good faith. Nothing bad. I just.
We don't even got to discuss it,
We
bro.
don't even gotta discuss it. Just sorry.
it.
We're back here in the stew. Happy to be here.
For real.
Hopefully they see this, and I'm very sorry. That just
Calm down, G.
that just brings me to my piece of shit of the week. I'll say it to me. Piece of shit of the
I
week.
forgot we did that last week too. That's a little segment.
A little segment. Piece of shit of this week will be me, and I'll say it. Not even just
It is what
because
it
of
is. Hey, I like the accountability.
not even just because of this. Just been a piece of shit all week. I think just in general to everyone. I think I let the fame get to my head.
It could. You could.
I think I let the fame get to my head.
Statement? Is that a cornball statement?
I mean, I walked around like they don't even know.
They don't know I'm the owner of the pod.
They don't know,
the
like,
pod.
yeah, like they don't even know. So I think
It's pretty funny.
I mean, it's a piece of shit to pretty much everyone.
it is what it is, bro.
It happens, man. I mean, just gotta have humility. So
I like that.
no, that's on me. I won't be pieces of shit next week.
All right, bro.
All right,
I believe you.
calm down, G.
Calm down, G. Honestly.
All right,
Let's get to the takes, though. Honestly,
Yeah, get to
man.
the takes.
Like,
So-
we gotta start, talking about
for
it.
sure. So what we got lined up, we're gonna go into a little bit of college football to start. Yeah, a little college football. It's kind of excited to talk about it. After that, we'll go
Very
a little bit of NFL talk, wrap around with some ball. And among there, I do have a personal take.
Okay.
I have a personal take. It's been one I've been hiding from Roy. I've discussed it with some friends. See if it was podcast worthy. It just, I don't know.
I'm intrigued.
It might change the way you see one of the biggest sports celebrities there is. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's an original take. I'm very proud of it.
I hope it's original, bro.
It's an original take.
If I'm thinking what I'm thinking.
I guarantee you it's original.
All right.
Even if it's not good,
Okay.
even if
I'm excited.
even if it shouldn't be said, I'll let you know when I'm about to say it. But this is my magnum opus. This is what I've been working on.
Right.
1 week of brainstorming, writing stuff down.
All right.
It clicked to me one day, and I'm just excited to talk about it. So I'll mention when I do talk about
I'm
it.
interested. I can't lie. He's been gassing it up, making it seem like it's gonna be a great take. What is it? A game-changing take? You said?
It's a game changing. It's like
I don't know.
it's monumental. It might be monumental. So stick
wonder
around for
what
that
it is.
one. Stick around for that. I'm scared to say it. There might be no episode 3 because of it.
That's interesting.
They
to
might
say.
get us.
That's interesting to say. All right.
They might get us.
See
but
about that.
yeah. So we'll
College
start
football?
College football. Yeah. So
Got it.
the biggest news happening in college football right now was definitely the rankings just came out. So
I did see that.
yeah. So usually, if for those of you that don't know college football too much, season starts and there's the initial AP rankings.
Right.
That's how it starts.
It's like mid-season every time.
Every week they drop new
okay.
rankings.
But like
and
it usually comes out mid-season, or is that like a?
the college football playoff
Yeah.
rankings, yeah, around this time,
Okay.
when there's like 4 games left.
Oh,
so
okay.
the first college football playoff rankings came out, and that's what who determines is going to make the playoffs. So they're different than the AP rankings. So at this point,
Okay.
AP doesn't matter. All we're looking at is college football playoffs, and the first ones came out this week. And overall, usually every year people have problems with it. People
Of
think,
course.
yeah, everyone has their own take.
Sides to everything.
However, overall, even myself included, I think that the committee did a good job this year. I think they did a good job. I think
Solid job.
overall, top to bottom, it looks like they're watching ball. Looks like they're taking everything into account, and it's an actual good list.
Right.
Except for one thing, and it's something that's been on my mind since maybe around week 4, week 5.
Okay.
So my one nitpick about the college football playoff rankings, you can interrupt me. So I'm
I
gonna
got
be
you.
going on a little bit of
What
ramble
is it?
here, but feel free to interrupt me. I'm gonna try to explain it from top to bottom.
Sure.
My one issue with the college football playoff rankings that just came out is that Notre Dame is ranked number 10. I do not believe they should be ranked number 10. I have some friends that said Notre Dame is like that. They're not like that. they're not like that. And I'm going to prove to you why I don't think they're like that. And I'm going to compare them.
Right.
So they're ranked number 10, and right below them is number 11, Texas. So it might sound like a little bit of Texas bias.
Could be Texas bias. Could be Texas bias.
You can let me know. But overall, my take is going to be...
Let me hear some.
All right. So let's start it off. And that's what I'm saying. I'm going to compare them directly to Texas just because they're right next to each other.
Right.
And Texas is below them. So college football playoff rankings, they take a lot of things into account. They're very holistic on how they rate them. Okay. They're voted on by voters. They're real people. It's not just a computer algorithm. Right. It's people submitting ballots, voting their rankings. So it's very subjective. Very subjective.
I get that.
So I have the resume of Texas and Notre Dame pulled up. So starting off with record alone, Texas is a 7-2 team. Notre Dame is a 6-2 team. Okay. So they have the same record. Just, Texas played one more game. They have one more win.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure Notre Dame will win today against Navy. Pretty sure they will.
Yeah.
So pretty
same
much.
Record,
so same record. That's the same thing. So then after that, you move on to strength of schedule. Do you know what strength of schedule is by any chance?
Yeah. So like
slightly, yeah.
Whoever. So I guess SEC teams, would have a. Would you say they have a harder strength of schedule?
They should. So
right.
They should. So yeah, strength of schedule pretty much is just an algorithm putting together like how hard your schedule's been in terms of opponents. Currently, Notre Dame does technically have a harder strength of schedule than Texas.
Wow.
So, but I think it's a little inflated because
that's interesting.
Texas is playing the SEC teams. Obviously, you know that. But they're playing technically bad SEC teams. Mississippi State, Kentucky, people with bad records that might mess up their strength of schedule. However, those teams are also playing teams like Florida, Ole Miss, Bama. So I think strength of schedule is a little misleading here. Whereas Notre Dame might be playing better teams, like I mentioned, Navy is 7-1. It might boost their strength of schedule. Who is Navy playing?
Right.
Who is Navy playing? Like, who are they 7-1 against? Not many good teams. So Navy does have the edge when it comes to strength of schedule. However, I think it can be a little bit misleading, but that's whatever. Navy has technically...
That's interesting because, I've always heard the narrative of, SEC teams are going to be obviously the harder teams that you're going to face, and, the fact that the strength of schedule is, harder for Notre Dame. That surprised me, honestly. I wasn't expecting that.
That's what I'm saying. It might be just a little bit of...
That makes sense, though. Like, the Navy, they don't play really anyone crazy.
Yeah, and they did play some crazy teams, but they lost. And that'll be a later point. They did have some harder opponents, but they lost. Texas did have some cupcake walks, though, earlier in the season. Weeks 2 through 4, they had some pretty easy teams, Sam Houston State, teams like that. So I will say that about them. But yeah, Notre Dame, I don't think is playing very hard opponents, but they do technically have the edge on strength of schedule. After that, one big one. So I have 2 more criteria we're going to go over, wins and losses. Okay. So notable wins for the Texas Longhorns. They beat a number 5 ranked Oklahoma team in the Red River rivalry.
Big game.
That's a huge game. That's a very big game. That is your rivalry game against, while you're unranked and they're a top 5 team.
Yeah.
And you go out there and you beat them. And you beat them by 2 scores, mind you.
It was a convincing game.
It's a convincing game.
The quarterback was stunned.
Yeah. Texas defense just mauled Oklahoma. So that is a very impressive win in my books. And then just last week, like I mentioned, they played Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt was a top 10 ranked team, while Texas was, I believe, around 20. Right. So obviously it's a home game, so it's going to be a little bit easier. But they convincingly beat Vanderbilt. Mind you, they did let Vanderbilt come back towards the end, but just the eye test alone,
I did see that. Yeah.
They stomped out Vanderbilt. They let off the gas pedal against a very good Vanderbilt team who always plays to the very end. So that's something to work on. But again, that's 2 top 10 wins.
Very big wins. I agree. That's a very big win.
2 top 10 wins.
Let me hear about Notre Dame.
Okay. Notre Dame's notable wins, USC. That's it. USC is currently ranked number 19. Besides that, who have they played? Teams like Boise State, these lower ranked teams. So their most notable win on the season is a USC team that is ranked number 19 in the country. That's not impressive. To me, Texas being in the SEC, playing against Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, and getting these wins against top 10 teams is a lot more impressive than the wins that Notre Dame has.
Come on, no doubt, bro. USC, come on. Oklahoma would, I feel like, stomp USC. What was the other team? Vandy, come on. Vandy, I feel like, would have a great game against USC.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, USC, who exactly do they have?
They have a really good receiver. I forgot his name. They have a good receiver. You have Lincoln Riley out there. They're obviously going to be a competitive team, but, USC is not to the level of these other SEC teams that Texas is playing. Exactly.
All right.
So, in terms of wins, I think Texas tops them
I agree.
easily.
I definitely agree with that.
And then when you come to the losses, so I'm going to be a little bit biased here.
Okay.
I'm going to give a little bit of background before I get into the losses. I was explaining to my friend that in college football, the difference between home and away games is massive, especially compared to the NFL. Because if you're playing a home game, you're expected to win that game just because you have such a higher
stadium pulse.
Yeah, exactly. It's real. It's real. If you've ever been to a big SEC game, you know that stadium pulse is real. Wow. Texas is about to go to Georgia. I think they might get mauled just because they're going to Georgia. It's completely different. SEC. The motto is it's different.
That's interesting.
It's different there.
And if it's like the other way around, like did Georgia? How was Georgia whenever they pulled up to Texas last year?
I mean, they beat us. And that's more impressive. So if you're getting those away wins in those big stadiums, it's very impressive. Okay. So I will go to losses. So the first loss was at Ohio State, week 1. Arch's first. Yeah, that's hard. You're going to one of the most hostile environments of the defending champ. Right. Still ranked number 1, by the way. They've stayed number 1 since that point. They're the best team in college football. No one's beaten them. Right. And we only lost by 7 points.
I was about to say, do you remember the score in that game? Was you 7 points?
Yeah, 14-7. 14-7. So Arch obviously didn't do anything. He was very rattled. It looked very bad.
First game.
First
really real start.
Yeah, and even then it wasn't a horrible loss for Texas. But a loss is still a loss. That's a loss. But again, in context, it's at Ohio State, week 1, and they're still ranked number 1.
Does the committee take that into account?
Yeah, for sure. They definitely do.
The score?
Yeah, for sure. They take a lot of things into account. So that's definitely taken into account.
Nice.
The one inexcusable one, I will die on the hill that Texas would probably ranked top 5 still if they did not lose to Florida. That is a very bad loss because Florida is a very, very bad team. Yeah. But if you put a little bit of context onto that loss, it kind of makes sense. First road game in the SEC of the season. Again, I mentioned SEC is just different. It's different if you're going to Florida to play at Florida than if you're in the Big Ten going to Northwestern. Okay. If you're going to Northwestern or if you're going to Purdue. Yeah, it's a lot different.
I get what you're saying.
So those are bad teams. But Texas went to Florida, to the Swamp, in their opener for the SEC play, and they got a loss. That happened, You talk about they could have done this, could have done that. I would still say it's a one-off just because the defense is really the side of the ball that got manhandled.
What was the score on that? Do you remember? Or do you
No, but it was more than a one-score game, which is tough. That is a very bad loss. So, you call it an impressive loss because you kept it close at Ohio State. Right. But both losses are on the road, and again, they lost to Florida. Anything to say there?
Florida, I'm not too familiar with their players. I know that obviously they're not like a crazy team. They're not really in contention of anything right now, right?
No.
And that's kind of embarrassing for Texas. I can't lie. It is embarrassing. Come on. I do understand that it's a hard SEC road team that you're trying to get a dub at, but at the end of the day,
it's a loss.
You want to be a big team. You want to be top ranked. You gotta show up.
It's a bad loss.
That Ohio State one definitely does. Come on, 7-point game. I do remember that one.
So
it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
What about Notre Dame though?
Notre Dame. So they also have 2 losses in the season. Okay. All right. One. I think they both have a little bit of notches on them. I'll start off with A&M. So they lost to A&M. A&M is currently ranked number 3. That's a good team. So again, you can say that's technically a good loss because you lost to that team by 1 point, mind you. It was a 1-point game. However, the one hitch on that was it was at home. They lost that at home.
To Notre Dame.
Yeah, A&M pulled up to their house.
Gave them trouble.
And they beat them. Yeah. So Texas hasn't lost at home. They beat Vanderbilt at home. Red Rivers played in Dallas, and it was technically a home game. So even though A&M is a tough team to beat, I still think you lose at home, that doesn't look good. The other loss, which I think has aged horribly, was at Miami. It is an away game. But the big thing about Notre Dame was, they have 2 losses to quality ranked opponents. Right. Miami, in my opinion, is not a quality ranked opponent at this point. And that brings me to a bigger point where I think Miami is always overrated. I think they're not the same Miami as the early 2000s. I don't think it's an interesting take. I think it's just a take. Like,
I guess.
They're just how it is. They start off every season highly ranked. They start off pretty good, and then by the end of the season, they don't do anything.
Personally, I liked how Miami was moving, honestly. And, now that you say that, I wasn't too familiar with Notre Dame's losses. Now that you say that it was A&M, a top 3. You said they're 3 right
Yeah,
now?
number 3.
I mean, come on. A&M's a good team. You've seen how
Yeah,
they play.
for sure.
And especially, like, what was the other team?
Miami.
Miami, bro. Like, come on, bro.
But
Miami was moving nice in the beginning of the season. You can't even lie. Especially, like, Carson Beck was moving a little nice in the beginning. He had MVP talks or whatever, Heisman talks, I meant. And, like, I mean, you know how they were moving. I feel like those are both good losses. I mean, Miami does fall apart towards the end of the season. We do agree on that, but
I would argue just the Miami loss isn't a good loss. They've lost 2 games since then. I looked up and down at Miami's schedule. They don't have any ranked wins. No. They beat Notre Dame. That's cap. They beat Notre Dame. But besides that, they're not impressive in the slightest this season. And they already lost twice. They lost twice to like unranked teams.
Right. Is that recently?
I think they lost once to an unranked team. Yes. So they just started falling apart. So that's where I'm going to argue. Yes, A&M is technically a good loss to have, but it was at home. And then again, they lost at Miami. However, I don't think Miami is an impressive win anymore. I mean, impressive loss.
Anymore, I agree.
But
at the time, I mean, that's a pretty big.
It's still the same team, though. It's the same team. It's just that you lost to them earlier. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's coaching or Carson Beck falling apart towards the end of the season. But
right. Yeah, I think honestly that's what it is. Honestly.
But I mean, my point to say, Texas, Ohio State loss is like the most impressive loss you can have.
Right.
Florida's horrible. A&M is not a bad loss to have, but you lost at home. Whereas Miami is also just, in my opinion, not a good loss.
Honestly, yeah, that's a really great take. That you honestly, I think it really can go both ways. So I really can.
So to wrap it all up, okay. So we went over, and they're very similar. So to say one's 10, one is 11 is not crazy to say. However, if you look at just Notre Dame alone, what have they done that is impressive? What have they done that by themselves, if you're just looking at their season, warrants them being a top 10 team in the country? They don't have a very impressive they only have one win against like a decent team with USC, and the only other 2 good teams they've played, they lost. Okay. And then besides that, they don't have many good wins.
Do you think it has something to do with like their previous season's accomplishments, or
but it really shouldn't, to be honest. Like if you're looking at them, I have it pulled up right here. They're 6-2, 2 losses to ranked teams, and only one like sort of impressive one at USC. So in my opinion, what are they doing that's impressing you? What are they doing that's making the voters be like, dang, that is a top 10 team in the country? Of course, how you put away the other lesser opponents plays a part into it. But overall, I don't think Notre Dame's that impressive. And the fact that Notre Dame has been so highly ranked after starting like 0-2 is just kind of appalling to me. And that's pretty much it.
0-2 is interesting, yeah. I do agree. I mean, in some some ways that you're saying. But yeah, I mean, that's a tough one. That really can go both ways, and I think the committee did a fair job with it. I mean, do you know who's above Notre Dame right now? Like one spot above, number 9. I really can't think of it on the spot. We can even look it up if you want. But I mean, I feel like the committee, like I said, did a great job with it. I mean, you can't really. It's hard to get on both people's sides at the end of the day. People are going to pick sides. Like you said, you might have a little Texas bias.
Texas
but I mean,
Tech.
you were saying who's the team?
Texas Tech.
That's interesting.
I mean, they're whatever.
They're pretty.
We'll see tomorrow. Texas Tech versus BYU. That's a big game. Number 8 versus number 9.
Someone's gonna drop then, right?
Someone's gonna drop. Yeah. So Texas might bump into that playoff spot, but I mean,
I really feel like it can go both ways. Like I said already.
Oh man.
Texas bias might be playing a little part in this. I can't lie. I mean, also, but at the same time, Notre Dame last season, I feel like they're going off of that too.
I guess, but. At the same time, like I said,
should it be allowed, honestly?
Texas has done things to impress you. They have beaten 2 top 10 teams. They beat Oklahoma and Vanderbilt. So the way you can go ahead and warrant Texas being that high spot is, they've had some low lows, but you see them at their highs against quality opponents they win. Whereas Notre Dame, I just haven't seen anything at all that impresses me.
Right.
I just haven't seen it yet. That's the thing. Hypothetical, like this, that.
Right.
They just haven't done anything on paper that impresses me. That's pretty much it. That's all I have for the take.
I like it.
Even I can agree. I don't really have any problem with Texas being 1 below because they're so close, like we just mentioned. But Notre Dame
has to do. That's a tough job.
Texas, I think, just has been more impressive overall the season.
I like it. Now let me throw out a little hypothetical right quick.
All right.
Who's winning? Texas or Notre Dame? At home. Come on.
Who's home?
Texas.
I think Texas taking that.
Winning that one.
I think Texas is winning that. That's pretty much a swing. That's pretty much if we're going Notre Dame,
That's a hard game.
And that brings me to Arch too. Like he is pretty good at home, but you throw him in those away games, he gets rattled. So,
and what do you think about? Sorry, but
go ahead.
What do you think about? I know you had some thoughts on Steve Sarkisian last epi, and they might have aged a little bad. He did have a nice little win against Vandy, like we already talked about. Do you think he gets outcoached by what was his name again? Freeman, I believe his name is
Marcus Freeman.
Yeah, Marcus Freeman.
I mean,
he's a good coach. He's a solid coach.
My take will still stand that I don't think Steve Sarkisian should be calling the plays on the day of the game. And it is still the narrative right now, just like a James Franklin was, just like maybe a John Harbaugh currently is, that when it comes to the big games, he seems to flounder a bit.
Interesting.
He seems to just kind of choke those big games coaching-wise.
Yeah.
But it's not all on him. The players also don't execute that well. Yeah. So I can't say for sure who I think would win that coaching battle.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and
I feel like that's a very good
honestly, and just for the fact that Notre Dame hasn't played that many good teams, I haven't watched them recently. I watched them play A&M, watched them play Miami, but that's week 1 and 2, and then since then they've played. I'm not going to tune in for Miami, Boise State when other games are going on. So I can't tell you exactly what. What are you thinking, Nelly?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You want to give a take?
No.
All right.
Yeah, you're good.
Am
FTP.
I good or what?
I can't even understand.
Like when are you be done?
Whenever we're going to be done?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh.
we're in first segment.
Yeah, we're honestly in the first segment right now. We got 2 more segments, maybe 45 minutes, an hour. All good. All good.
Little interlude. All right, but that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else for college football?
I think I'm chilling on it. I mean, just to wrap it up really, I like the rankings. I was excited to see them too. Pretty solid. What is it? Couple top 20 teams. In the beginning, or the bottom teams.
They're not bad. We'll
Especially
see
the top ones. I mean, it's hard to miss on that.
Yeah, we'll see how it shapes out.
Right.
Tomorrow, big game, BYU, Texas Tech. Should be a good one.
I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, it's college game day, so that's gonna be a fun one. But yeah, so moving on. That's pretty much all we had for college football. Then we're getting into the NFL. So the big news in NFL. I mean, there's been
trade deadline.
Trade deadline was the biggest thing that happened this week.
Maybe a lot of happy fans.
Did your Steelers make any plays?
They got Kyle Duggar, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, the safety from. They needed a safety. Yeah,
but that was a bit before the trade deadline, wasn't it?
Maybe a week before, I believe. But
okay, that's
not
good.
Right at the trade deadline. But
that's good.
That's a solid one for the Steelers.
Yeah.
We can talk about that later when we get into Steelers, but definitely a good move.
Yeah,
a lot of good moves around the league, I feel like.
Ravens got an edge rusher, so that's my team. Ravens got an edge rusher. Tennessee, got one for Tennessee. He's pretty good. Nah, I couldn't tell you his name honestly, but
I feel like it sounds familiar if I hear it.
But yeah, overall, just decent.
Solid trades around the league. I like them. I like them personally.
So, the big news when it comes to the NFL, the team that was making the big trades was the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Self-implosion.
Blowing it up.
Blowing it up, and
Madden, pure Madden style.
Yeah, right? Pure Madden style, and I don't blame them. They're a bad team. Bottom of the barrel. Besides the Browns, maybe the worst ran franchise. There's a reason they haven't won a Super Bowl since Super Bowl III. That's tough. That's a while back.
Jets fans.
Super Bowl III. There's a reason. We see Aaron Rodgers. He's doing pretty good in the Steelers this year. He was on the Jets for 2 years. I mean, obviously the first year. Tragic, but
unfortunate.
But
quarterbacks go there to die, though.
They'd go there to die. But I thought Aaron Rodgers was down and out. But then I see him on the Steelers and can't even hate. He's doing his thing. He still looks like a good quarterback. But that's just to say the Jets are a very bad team.
Truly.
They traded away Sauce Gardner, one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, and then Quentin Williams as well. And in return, they got a pretty nice haul.
They did.
So in terms of, I'll start with the players. For players, they got Mozzie Smith. I've written down Mozzie Smith, LOL.
Mozzie Smith hate is crazy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's a HEB paper bag at defensive tackle. He's not good. Mozzie Smith's not good.
Unfortunate.
Whatever.
Upgrade. They got an upgrade. True upgrade with Quinn Williams.
Cowboys?
Yeah,
for sure. By and large,
is quite the unit.
It's an upgrade. But so the Jets got Mozzie Smith. Enough said. They also got A.D. Mitchell, which I thought was pretty funny. I thought it was funny.
Who got A.D. Mitchell? Jets?
Jets got A.D. Mitchell in that Colts. I do too. I just found it really funny that he just recently had that play where he fumbled the ball right before he crossed the goal line.
Oh yeah.
And then 2 weeks later he just traded.
That's crazy.
I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, you do that.
I like him.
I love A.D. Mitchell. I watched him play.
He went to Texas, right?
Yeah, I love. He's a baller in my opinion. Nice. But I don't think he's gonna do good on the Jets just because they have Justin Fields.
Man.
It's the Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
But those are the players. You can say whatever about that. The real big thing they got in return, in total, they have acquired 3 first-round picks and a second-round pick. So that is a very nice haul. A lot of people are saying the Jets won the trade deadline.
I've been seeing it both ways. I feel like I've also seen that, you know, they got late first rounders. You get me? And so, like,
Colts,
I mean,
Cowboys.
they're solid, but at the same time, I mean, they're first rounders at the end of the day.
First rounders are first rounders, but at the same time, you give up players like that. You know what you're getting in those players.
Very
You know what
solid
you're getting
players.
up in Sauce Gardner. You know what you're getting in Quinn Williams. I mean, you could always whiff on a first-round draft pick. I mean, Mozzie Smith. It's a whiff. One you could always whiff. But I'm saying, even if they hit on all those draft picks, I think the Jets are still buns. Complete
I can
buns.
see that.
They're still buns. And my biggest point of evidence is a 2022 draft class.
Okay.
I got it pulled up right here. 2022 draft class. They drafted Sauce Gardner.
Okay.
I mean, right now, arguably a top 5 corner. Like, when top of his game, people are saying he's the best corner in the league.
Right.
So that's a hit, a major hit.
Hit.
Garrett Wilson, a
Hit.
top 10 receiver, maybe with a different quarter, like a top 5 receiver. He's very good.
Wide receiver, you.
Hit.
Right.
Jermaine Johnson, a very solid edge rusher. That is a hit. And then Breece Hall, one of the most,
Solid.
yeah,
Solid.
one of the most like gifted running backs in the game.
Right.
So they went 4 for 4 to start that draft.
Very good.
That is a generational type of draft right
That
there. To
is.
get Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Jermaine Johnson, 2 solid players for each side of the ball
Yeah.
as rookies, and you draft them all. That's very impressive.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Rudy.
Even more impressive than going 4 for 4 on those picks, in my opinion, is going 4 for 4 on those picks and still being asked. That is
horrible. It's
That's insane.
It's a heartbreaker.
How? It's almost
It's an
minor.
ownership issue. It's an ownership issue at the end of the day. And, like, I don't know the owners, but, like, at the end of the day, bro, if you're getting players like that, right, you're building a team. You can't get any success, bro, whatsoever. It's crazy. I mean, they had that nice little run with, what was his name? Freaking, what was his name?
When?
They had that nice little run. Oh, my gosh. With that one quarterback.
Mike White?
Bro's a backup quarterback.
Mike
now.
White?
No, it's not Mike White. He's blonde, bro.
Zach Wilson?
Yes, Zach Wilson, bro. They had a nice little run with Zach
God,
Wilson,
bro.
bro. They were like moving like 6-2, I think, and then they just pooped the bed. I don't know if that the 6-2 is facts or not, but they were moving like fairly nice.
Dude,
That's
just
all the success they've had. Jets are trash. It's unfortunate. I feel bad for Jets fans.
I just don't get it. I can't fathom how you have imagine
Yeah, exactly.
the Pittsburgh Steelers, imagine the Baltimore Ravens, imagine the Patriots, the
Right.
Cowboys having a draft where they get Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, Jermaine
crazy.
Johnson, and Breece Hall.
Crazy.
Any of those teams are in Super Bowl contention, if not in the Super Bowl. And the Jets are just bottom of the barrel year after year. So
It's crazy.
to say I just don't trust the Jets. That's pretty much to say no matter what they get in return, I really do not trust the Jets
Yeah.
whatsoever.
It's unfortunate. It's like a Brown situation too. Like
They're trash. I don't know.
Exactly. I really do think it's an ownership issue at the end of the day,
And
it's a culture issue. I mean,
people say, yeah, and then people say it's a quarterback issue. Obviously, they had Zach Wilson before, they have Justin Fields now, but I mean, they just had Aaron Rodgers, who's proving to still be a good quarterback,
Yeah, I think it's just a bad place for quarterbacks to be, and
which is just disappointing. I wish the Jets were good. It'd be cool, like a New York team.
a New York team being nice.
Whenever they got Rodgers, I thought it'd be a fun time.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
everyone thought it'd be a fun time. It was not. It was the opposite of a fun time. It was
It's
horrible.
unfortunate what happened over there, but I mean, Giants have a little life. If once they're healthy, I like Giants. You can't even lie, bro.
I guess
Once they're healthy,
They're not as bad as the
they
Jets.
They have a lot of skill players.
they're not as bad as the Jets, but
True.
other side of the coin, we can talk a little bit about the Cowboys. Some people are saying the
Show some
Cowboys.
love to the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm gonna show some love to the Cowboys. Some people say, again, it goes like both ways. You don't know until we see the trade pan out, see how it goes. But in my opinion, again, the Cowboys traded away a guy like Mozzie Smith and upgraded to a guy like Quinn Williams. I think that is
Very
fantastic.
good. Right.
Even though you give away that first round pick, Mozzie Smith himself is a testament to how you can just whiff on a first round pick. He was a first round pick to be their D tackle,
Okay.
and they whiffed. So it's
Cowboys.
So it's not a for sure thing that you have a first round draft pick that's going to be a good thing.
Right.
Whereas if you get Quinn Williams, you know exactly what you're getting. You're getting
Perfect,
a
yeah.
very good interior D lineman.
Right. Jerry Jones cooked.
He cooked there, and then
Cooked.
they added Logan Wilson, who I think is also
Very-
a
that's a
good.
good trade.
Yeah, so they beefed up their front seven. They got Quinn Williams, Kenny Clark in the middle. That is a deadly D tackle duo. On the outside,
that.
they have players like Jadeveon Clowney. They added that guy as well. So they've been making moves, and then behind that, you have you just added Logan Wilson. You have Overshown, hopefully coming back here soon.
Yep.
Kenneth
solid
Murray.
player.
Kenneth Murray is a little bit of buns, but He's athletic,
It is what
and
it
then
is.
you've paid your secondary in Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland.
Right.
So
You gotta step
overall,
up. I like it.
props to Jerry Jones on that, in my opinion.
Okay.
I
Show some
can't.
love to Jerry Jones for not a lot of love spread out to Jerry Jones nowadays, and
He doesn't
you gotta
deserve
show
it,
some love
but-
in this pod.
But he did a good job. In my opinion, I think the Cowboys did good there. We'll see what they do with that. Cowboys will Cowboys as well.
Right.
But I'll give props. I think the Cowboys did a good job. Other side of that, Colts did get Sauce Gardner, which was like breaking news.
That was crazy.
For like a
That was
7-2 team to add one of the best corners in the NFL
Right.
to their already good defense.
Madden type play.
That's a Madden type
might not even
trade.
accept that. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sauce Gardner to the Colts is huge, in my opinion.
Major.
And that brings up the question, are Colts really true contenders this year?
It's a good take. You gotta. It's a take that needs to be brought up. They're what is it? 7-2 right now. 7-2. It's a take that needs to be brought up. And are they contenders in the AFC?
I mean,
I personally don't think so.
okay.
Why
not?
They just played the Steelers last week.
Yeah,
Did
talk
you,
about
did
that.
You keep that?
Slightly. You can talk about that. You might have a little
I
more
am
on
a
that.
Steelers fan, and I did watch the game. Very good game by the Steelers. Very good game. Defense stepped up. The week before that, defense was trash. I don't remember who exactly they played, but got absolutely torched. I think it might have been the Bengals. They were getting torched by the Bengals. I don't know if that was the week prior, but they got torched. Absolutely torched.
Yep.
Joe Flacco, come on. He's solid, but
Shout out Joe Flacco.
yeah, you're the highest paid defense. You shouldn't be getting torched like that. They stepped up. They heard. I think they definitely heard the comments. They stepped up. They got I believe it was 3 turnovers, maybe 4, probably 3.
It was a good amount of
It
turnovers.
was 3, definitely. It felt like more. And
It shows more.
they gave the offense, looks that they needed, and they capitalized on it. They won the game. And I mean, that's a big win for the Steelers. And that honestly goes to show, like, I feel like where the Colts are at. Steelers aren't the most competitive team. But when they are firing on both sides, they definitely they can beat big teams, I feel like.
All right.
Um,
That's enough Steelers glaze.
Come on,
I was talking
bro.
about the
Come on,
Cowboys.
bro.
I mean, I was
I
talking
love
about the
glazing the
Colts. Hey, you can get into. They had a good game, but that was just to bring up because the Colts did just lose to the Steelers. The one thing I did see was the stupid Daniel Jones face.
yeah, I did see that.
Eli is our New York Giants fan. He was very familiar with the stupid Daniel Jones face. It came up. You can take Daniel Jones out of New York, but you can't take the stupid out of Daniel Jones.
It's unfortunate. He got shook.
You saw it, bro. Like
yeah.
that face reared itself in front of everyone again, and that just kind of brings up my point. I think the Colts will go as far as Daniel Jones will take him.
True. True.
I'm kind of comparing him. I mean, Sam Darnold's balling right now, but if you saw him last year on the Vikings, it's a similar situation. The Vikings had a good O-line. They have great receivers. They had a good defense.
I agree. That's a similar situation going on, definitely.
Colts have a good O-line. They have Jonathan Taylor, who can be argued for MVP. I don't know about after last week, but great receivers, good defense, just bolstered it up. So Daniel Jones is in a good situation.
Yeah, honestly, I do get what you're saying. And honestly, like, with quarterbacks like that, where you're not getting, like, anything too crazy, you're getting the bare minimum in a way. Coaches can really, NFL coaches can definitely,
Find their weaknesses.
yeah, really, prepare games for them.
Yeah.
And, but honestly, watching that game, not that you say that, watching the game, the picks that Daniel Jones threw, or, like, the plays that he was getting the turnovers in, he wasn't necessarily throwing, like, steezies or, like, crazy Daniel Jones usually plays, like in his career, his tenure in the Giants.
Yeah.
But, there were turnovers. But honestly, to say that they were his fault completely wouldn't be, like, the most accurate take, honestly. And, like, he was having a fair game. They started off with a nice little touchdown to start the drive, and they were moving. But those turnovers were honestly forced just by the Steelers' defense. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, they were just, like, great plays by the Steelers' defense. And Daniel Jones, he's been balling this season. I'm going to give him credit where credit's due, He's, maybe you are right about that, though. Like, he has, like, obviously weapons around him. He has a great O-line. He has Jonathan Taylor back there.
Yeah.
And he has, good coaching staff, too.
Yeah.
So it's hard for him to mess up, you get me? But I think, those teams that have those, more elite offenses or defenses, they're really going to
take advantage
cause trouble. And once they get 1 or 2 turnovers, come on, you saw
it's rattled.
he was in his head.
Yeah.
He was definitely in his head after that.
So, just to say,
Great
Colts,
team, though. I like the Colts.
very good team.
Right.
I think they'll go as far as Daniel Jones takes them,
Sure.
to be honest.
Maybe first-round exits. Really
Maybe.
could be first-round exits.
Like the Vikings. I compared him to Sam Darnold last year.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Could be a Sam Darnold type of thing. But
I like the team, though. They're moving nice. But they might have sold them. They're going all in. They really are going all in. I forgot that they gave all their first rounders,
Forgot about that, though.
Sauce. I forgot about that, though.
Forgot about that, though.
It's
But
unfortunate.
I was going to bring up Chuba Hubbard. I think I'll fucking save that. I think I'm going to save that one, though.
Okay.
So we're at 40 here. Because I did want to get into my story.
Oh, okay.
My
All
story.
Right. Let me hear
Like
it.
I said, it might not be anything crazy. It might be nothing. But this is my first, like, original thought. It came to me in class. I'm like, I have to say it. I don't know. I'm conflicted. I don't even know if I should say it.
I want to hear it. I really want to hear it now. Just spit it.
Just spit it. Okay. So it's about Tom Brady.
Oh.
It's about Tom Brady, okay? So a big story just came out about Tom Brady recently. I think I shot it your way a little bit.
I do recall.
For those of you who don't know, okay, Tom Brady, greatest football player
quarterback of all time.
Greatest football player of all time.
Greatest
He's the greatest of all
football player
time. He's a GOAT.
It's a big one.
The story just recently came out. So the first part's weird enough. I think the story in general is just weird enough, right?
Well,
Tom Brady had a dog named Lua, right? Around the time he was married with Giselle.
okay.
His now ex-wife. And Lua died, like in 21, 22.
Okay.
Lua died. It recently came out this week. I think it's super weird that his current dog right now is an exact clone of Lua. That's funky.
I did hear about this.
Overall, I just think that's funky that you'd pay that much money to have the same dog.
I think I did hear that. 50 bands.
Even if you love a dog that much, are you really wanting the exact same dog back? That's kind of weird.
It's that's an inner problem.
That's kind of weird, right?
That's a little weird.
Would you want the exact? Wouldn't you think that's weird? Like if you love your dog and you like,
gotta let some things go sometimes.
Yeah, so that's weird. So I'm thinking Tom Brady. Why would he do this?
Why did he?
Why would he do this? Right. So you're talking about a man. Why are you looking like that? What? You're talking about a man. You're talking about a man, okay?
Okay.
Who didn't even care about his wife and kids enough to quit football completely. He came back and lost his family, right?
Yeah.
So obviously Tom Brady does not care about people. Period.
Sure.
That's my take. He doesn't care about people. He cares about greatness, right?
Okay. Yeah. Great.
He lost his wife and kids to get one more chip.
Lost a ring to gain a chip. To gain a ring.
I mean, respectable. Respectable.
You can go both ways.
However, if he didn't even care about his wife and kids enough to stay retired from football, why does he care about this one dog so much that he wants to make an exact clone of that? He can buy any dog in the world.
Right.
He's a millionaire. Why would he want this exact one dog?
How do you think?
Are you picking up at all?
I'm personally picking up.
A little bit.
I want to hear it. I'm not gonna be a fool and just say it, but I want to hear it. What are you
thinking? What are you thinking? I mean,
surely. I mean, you did mention it. You know, he was with Giselle during this. The dog era. And what is it, Lou? You said. Lua. Is this This is surely something to do with?
This might be a little bit of
his divorce.
I mean,
this channel has a lot of talk about divorce.
I mean, if you know,
let's hear it.
If you know, so you pick up what I'm. If you know us, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, I'm talking a little bit about our boy Noe, Charlie, and Peanut Butter.
What?
If you might, I'll go.
What are you talking about?
Do you pick it up?
I do pick up what you just said, buddy.
What do you think of that?
I think that the camera might have just picked up what you said too. I can't even lie. It's not that hard to differentiate.
I think this is a complete original take.
I want to hear it.
I think this might be breaking news. I think Tom Brady cloned his dog.
Okay.
Because it gave him such good dome.
Bruh.
That he couldn't find it anywhere else.
Bruh.
That is my take.
There's no way, bro. That is one of the craziest takes I've heard in my life.
You don't think it's true? You tell me why else Tom Brady, who didn't even care about his wife and kids enough to retire from football one more year.
Why would he clone his dog?
For dome.
That's an interesting take, and honestly, if we want to get deeper into that, like, we might have to dive into like deeper things like Robert Kraft and like
what is Robert Kraft? That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm trying to say? I know you've seen that too, and we're not gonna get too controversial now, but like,
do it. Let it fly. Why not let it fly?
We can't let that fly. We don't want this podcast to be. I mean, we know that it's
Tom Brady's never gonna watch
popularity.
this.
We're not gonna have it shut
But if Tom Brady's watching this, I'm onto you, motherfucker. I know you're getting dome from your clone dog. I know you're putting peanut butter on
bestiality.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
That's the first.
That's horrible.
Like I was just trying to ponder, like, why would he do this? Why else? What do you think? Why do you think Tom Brady would get for sentiment? People say for sentimental value. Dude, he doesn't even care about his wife and kids.
Okay. Now that you say that,
so that's why I'm nicking it. It's not for sentimental value because he didn't even like care about his kids enough for that. to not play
dog? Okay, I would say what if the dog mentally more than his wife and kids?
Well, I wonder why. I wonder why.
No,
why else would one dog?
Can we confirm that this is like not a childhood dog, or like this is not like a
dude?
Can we confirm this?
Tom Brady's 50. How would it be a childhood dog?
True,
it's a dog he got like probably in his mid 40s.
That's true.
And what grown man would do that? What grown man would care about a dog more than his wife?
It has to have some sinister intent. I don't know exactly. I don't think so. There's truly no way.
What else would it be?
Tom Brady's not a criminal, bro.
What else would it be?
Exactly.
What else would it be?
I can't put my finger on it.
This
has to be doing with like Robert Kraft. This surely has to tie into that.
Into Robert Kraft
and his affiliations.
Robert Kraft is a sex criminal.
He is.
Robert Kraft.
Know this. We're not gonna like
owner of the.
He has charges.
He has many charges.
Accusations, no doubt.
Robert Kraft, owner of the New England Patriots, where Tom Brady was for over 20 years.
Yep.
Is a sex criminal.
He is. We already know this.
Is it so crazy to say these people who are sex criminals, Tom Brady's in the same realm?
He is in the same realm.
That he is fucking his dog?
No.
Is it crazy to say?
It's impossible. It's crazy to say. It's impossible, and that take is honestly that shouldn't have even came out of your mouth, in my opinion. Because look,
come on, man.
Okay, actually, no.
That's my take.
It's a good take, but the fact that you're saying he's getting dumb is just—it's unbelievable, and it's not.
I mean, it could be other things.
Right? Truly, I think it could be other things too.
Could be anal.
But no. We're not even gonna get there, bro. Because like, there's no way, bro. Now you're just off the rails, bro.
That's my take. I've had it brainstorming in my brain for the past.
It's not the worst take. It's not the worst.
Is it a good take?
You're wrong. It's like you threw it around the dot. You get me?
I thought,
but you didn't hit on the dot.
You don't think so?
You threw it around the dot, but you didn't hit right on the dot. You get right on.
You think it's just for sentiment? You think it's just for sentimental value?
No.
You think there's sinister intent?
Yes.
What else could it be? If
bestiality? No. I don't think he does anything.
Why not? Just because Tom Brady? You don't know what people do behind closed doors.
I know his affiliations, and I do think his affiliations with Robert Kraft, all of that, surely has something behind it, bro. Something sinister. Him cloning his dog has to have some type of sinister intent. There's no way. It has nothing to do with like. There's truly no way it has anything to do with sentimental value. No way.
I think it's
right. He gave up his wife and kids for football.
I think it's gonna come out here soon. That Tom Brady's a furry.
That's not getting leaked.
And he's fucking his dog.
That's not getting leaked. There's no way.
L take? Are you saying L take right now?
That's not getting leaked. That's not getting leaked, bro.
I think
Robert Kraft and all of them are covering it up.
I don't even think it's a reach.
If that even were to try to get that.
I don't even think it's a reach.
That's a reach, bro. I mean, it's not necessarily a reach. Like I said, you threw it around the bullseye, but you didn't get right on the bullseye. You're almost there, though, I feel like. I just don't know.
I'm close.
You're close, I feel like, but I don't know the reason either. But I have, like, a hunch. Like, surely it has to do with Robert Kraft.
Okay. That was my take. That was...
Interesting take. The fact that, you know... You said it's going to change our podcast the next couple of days.
I mean, no.
You baited me.
No. It's going to change the way people perceive Tom Brady.
Okay, it definitely
It's going to come out.
Greatest quarterback of all time. Greatest football player.
He's a weird fuck. He's probably a weird guy.
It's weird. It's interesting. You wonder what he's doing. And I mean, the fact that we're questioning it, it's probably...
You don't think...
He might have been what he wants. He might want people to question it.
That was my take.
Cloning a dog is weird.
To fuck it.
End of the day. I don't think
Cloning a dog to fuck it. Cloning a dog, period, is weird.
If you do somehow hit on this take,
I might have to
in the next coming years, months, whatever, days, you somehow hit on this take, that's going to be insane.
I think I'm going to hit. I'm dead serious. This is my original take. This is my magnum opus. I think everything in my life has been building up to finding this out.
Man.
That's it. We can leave it there.
It's a big take. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how that pans out.
All right.
How that take pans out.
Moving on to NBA.
That might age like milk.
No.
That might age like milk.
I think that's the take. Whatever.
Fine wine. We'll see, man.
Whatever.
We'll see.
That's my.
I'm glad
I was excited.
I'm glad you got it off your chest.
I was excited to bring it. I was contemplating for a long time. I've threw it around with other people.
I wanted to hear their reactions. Honestly, that was an interesting take.
I mean, some people say reach. Some people say that's very possible.
There's two ways to it. There's two ways to it. Truly, I mean, it could be reach, but you really could be around the realm. You know,
I'm around the realm.
Reality,
Tom Brady's up to something, and that is weird.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
That's all I had.
We'll leave it at that.
All right.
I like that. I'm glad you got it off your chest.
It's been on my chest for a while. We might have to cut that one out.
We really might. I'm gonna edit that out later. But no, I'm joking. All right. Let's get to NBA now. I mean, we got that football talk covered. Some good
Plenty of football
talk.
Plenty of football talk.
I like football talk. Football talk. I mean, I feel like it's better right now, especially because it's like mid-season.
Yeah.
Or later than mid-season.
In the thick of it.
Heating up. Things are heating up. More to talk about. More stories are coming out. You know. But we could definitely get into some NBA.
What do you want to start with?
I mean, we can honestly go right back to. I guess we can cover some quick Spurs content if you want.
I mean, someone wanted me to talk about the loss that we just had.
Which one was it against
the Lakers?
Horrible loss. Loss. They had I watched the highlights on that.
You didn't watch the game?
No, I did.
Okay.
But I watched the highlights on it again because I wanted to just watch it back. I watch those Fly Reacts highlights. Come on. Man.
Yeah, true.
FTC. But basically, I watched those highlights. They had like a 10-point lead in the fourth, something maybe even more. I think it was like 11 point, whatever, right around there. Ridiculous. We've seen it already in multiple. We talked about it in the previous spot too.
Yeah,
they can't really. They struggle towards the later of the games, and they give Wemby pressure. They pass out whatever they kick out, and they can't score. I mean, they're inefficient, and it's unfortunate to see as Spurs fans.
Is Wemby not clutch?
That's where a big part of it gets into.
It's seeming.
That's a big take.
Is Wemby a bust? No,
no way.
I'm joking, but
tough games though. I mean, I feel like every superstar is gonna see this, right?
I mean, it's
Curry doesn't shoot perfect every night.
I mean, I feel like it's in the biggest moments. A lot of the time, Wemby does not come up clutch. You talked about the shot selection. You talked about those shots.
Right.
Maybe not crazy shots, but he doesn't hit those shots a lot of the time. And a big part of this last game that happened, he did foul out. I mean,
he did foul out.
That's a bit. How different would it be if Wemby's playing in the biggest moment? But I mean, he did foul out. Is that something that NBA teams in the future are going to be taking advantage of?
No doubt.
No
doubt.
We had Marcus Smart was freaking toying with the Spurs.
Yeah.
He was toying with the Spurs. His veteran presence, he was just getting those calls on him. Yeah, and he was able to. Him and I think Hachimura was the one that officially fouled out Wemby. They were just able to get those calls.
Right. Yeah. Hachimura was.
And yeah, if you get Wemby out of the game, you're not, as a Spurs, you're not gonna win that game if you don't have Wemby.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and also it comes to a point where they don't have like players like the most clutch player in my opinion, like in the league, one of the most clutch players, De'Aaron Fox. They don't have him out there.
True.
And he's a big he's an aura puller. Like he'll pull aura for Wemby, so he can do more.
Yeah,
he'll
shoot those.
We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
So I feel like those shots that Wemby's settling for right now, like. He's settling for a lot of I feel like especially in clutch time, pull up middies, like things like that.
Yeah.
Off balance middies, things that he can make, especially early game. But the fact that those shots aren't quality shots in the clutch time, they truly aren't. Are you going to beat big teams? I mean, truly. I mean, if Wemby's like insanely clutch, like damn LeBron clutch factor, bro. But those are crazy shots, and I mean to compare to Wemby to LeBron, yes, but. He's still young, he's still learning how to face double teams, learning how to face, even triple teams. Damn, they're sending They're sending
that Wemby.
And I mean, they're adapting, bro. Yeah. Teams are adapting. They're sending smaller guards to him to guard him off the ball or on the ball, and they're letting help defense bigger guys to go and clog it up for him, and it's stopping him. I mean, it's showing his works.
Yeah.
Come on.
It'll be definitely interesting to see how Wemby adjusts to that, and also
the Spurs and
Mitchell. Yeah,
exactly.
What's his name?
Mitch Johnson.
Yes.
Exactly.
It'd be interesting how they adapt to that.
He has a lot of pieces. I mean, he has a lot of, still tons of season left. Yeah.
A lot of season, but...
Crazy take, saying 26-0, but...
I mean, Spurs
learning.
Went 0-2 since our last time we talked. I think they played tonight against the Rockets, so it'll be a big game.
That's going to be a good game. I'm going to watch that, no doubt. I'm excited about that. KD.
I mean, while we're on the topic, I guess you can go to Wemby Kokchu on Bronny. Twice.
That was okay. Yes, I might have put that in the the doc because I mean if you did
explain that. So there might be some people out there that don't even know what that statement means. So again, let me say what Roy wrote down, and I want you to actually explain it because when you wrote it down, I didn't know what you meant.
I'll explain it.
You put Wemby Kokchu on Bronny twice.
Yes, exactly.
Explain yourself.
So, the word cockchu can mean many things. I'm not gonna exactly put a definition on it. I mean, it's a loose term. It's a fluid word, if you know what I mean. It's a fluid word. You could use it in many different scenarios. So the fact, whenever I said Wemby cockchu on Bronny twice, if you tuned to the game last night, you did. Yeah. Wemby, he initially backed down Bronny. He sent him one shoulder bump, and Bronny fell to the ground. That is considered a cockchu. And whether or not...
I didn't know that.
It's a fluid word. It's bro got dropped. You get me? It's okay, right. And so then he also dunked on Bronny. I don't know. I like the effort from Bronny. I like the fact that he tried to...
The fact that
he got up there, too.
Jump with Wemby is insane. I saw that. I'm like,
it's absolutely crazy.
What? Insane, but... So
he tried it though, and he got cockchewed on, and it's unfortunate. He got dunked on, and no dunk doesn't mean cockchew, but It's a fluid term, like I said. It can mean many things.
Where'd you get that from?
No idea. I don't remember.
Cockchew.
It's just something I've been saying, and
You've heard that though.
I don't know. I truly don't. If you recall, I don't.
I've never seen that cockchew. So
that's a word that I've been saying, and I mean it's to describe many things. It could describe like bad events that are occurring. Bad events like Bronny getting dunked on. I mean that's bad. Him getting dropped ankle cross. Not it wasn't an ankle cross. He backed him down and just like dropped him. It's a cockchew moment, and it's just Wemby Glaze.
Me with that girl, cockchew.
Exactly, and I don't know if you want to dive into that, but
it's fine.
Maybe later in the pod. But yeah, right now probably not the best case scenario.
Cockchew. All right.
Yeah, exactly. But Wemby, he showed out. He had a couple highlight plays, but yes, fouled out.
Didn't pull up in the clutch, but
didn't pull up in the clutch.
Weekly Wemby Glaze. He did cockchew Bronny.
I like that. Highlights, a couple highlights on NBA.
Yeah.
House of highlights. Highlights. Couple things. Saving Wemby's career.
But so I guess we can go to the top. We can talk about, so we're on the subject, talking about Spurs, talking about Bronny. How about we talk about, you want to talk about LeBron?
Lakers and LeBron. That's a big topic. You can't even lie. I mean,
how are they going to do?
Lakers are looking nice. I believe they're 6-2. Luka's meshing. He's looking actually way better than last season. Yeah. Healthy, by the way.
Skinny. Not fat.
True.
Not fat.
And it's a big thing. I mean, you're in the NBA. You got to be up to, athleticism, and you got to be up to, what is it called? The conditioning.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Conditioning. He's playing good.
And, I mean, come on. He's looking like the Mavericks days.
He's a demon.
He's good.
He's a demon. I saw him play the Spurs, and he was, like, hitting just some shots. I'm like, God dang, bro.
He's so good. The step back he does, I mean.
It's insane.
He's one of the best players in the league for a reason.
So, I wanted to ask you, how do you think when LeBron comes back this season, how do you think him and Luka are going to mesh?
That's interesting. That's interesting to say because I know last season, they had their troubles. You saw it in the Timberwolves series, even though Luka wasn't fully healthy. They definitely had their troubles with, meshing. And, I mean, especially
Defense
AR, too.
Defense, too.
Defense, too, yeah.
A little bit of
liability. But also, they didn't have a center and a true center. And, I mean, Aiden's balling. And
he's looking nice.
The past 2 games, He's exposing teams now.
He's looked big.
And
he's playing to his size.
It comes with Luka. I mean, Luka makes his bigs, like damn
Lively.
Shaq at that point. Yeah. Like, then come on, like Showtime.
Yeah.
Lively, Gafford.
Aiden was showing out. Aiden's been looking dominant down below, like how he should be with his big ass size. However,
exactly, bro's like 7 foot plus.
You never know when Aiden's just gonna
have a game.
Lard out
or poop out, yeah.
Lard out.
Just consistency could be a big thing, and I feel like that's the narrative with the Lakers the past couple of years.
Yeah,
inconsistencies.
I don't know. I need to see them both play before I get an opinion. I really need to see them both play. I need to see how that defense is, and then that just brings up a question like, in the clutch, down. All right, say down. Okay, if they're down by 3 and you need a 3, I think
down by 3 and you need 3.
Luka, yes. However. Say they're down by 1 point, last possession. All you need is a point. All you need is 1 bucket. It doesn't have to be 3. It can be any bucket. I think that might be a harder one because obviously, if you need 3, I'm probably trusting Luka.
Of course.
Exactly. It's a better 3-point shooter. However, down 1 bucket, you just need a bucket for the win. Could be a lay, could be a floater, could be a midi.
Right.
Who are you giving the ball in that scenario? You can still say Luka. I mean,
nah.
You're taking Bron.
Come on, bro.
Taking a 40-year-old Bron over Luka right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I've doubted Bron before. Wow. And he's proved me wrong. He's proved me wrong every time. Every time he gets downhill, there's no stopping Bron when he's going downhill. There's no stopping him. Foul or automatic layup or even maybe a pull-up midi. Bron can't be stopped going downhill. Luka, on the other hand, I mean, yes, his mid-range is undefeated. Like, very good mid-range, very good pivot. He can really, throw off his defenders. That takes time, though. You get me? To do that, you got to set up. You got to, post him down. And you got to actually do your moves. That takes real time. Maybe if there's more shot clock, there's some actual, time on the clock. LeBron, though, you want a steamer, full head of steam, bro. Freight train. You give it a Bron. He's going to get to the basket, bro. Come on, it's Bron. Foul or possibly, a game winner if they're down by 1.
Are you sure you're not thinking about the LeBron of old? Because I feel like in the last season or 2, I've seen Bron start to struggle where, he's looking a little less dominant, especially down there. In my opinion, I feel like you're thinking about the LeBron of old a little bit.
He settles for more layups. No dunks anymore.
But I feel like he misses those shots where he used to make them. That's what I'm saying. You'd rather have an older LeBron taking that shot than a prime Luka right now?
I think with the ball that I've seen LeBron play, especially the last couple of years. I know you said that you have seen him slow down, which maybe a couple games, but the ball that I've seen from LeBron, being played, I feel like he definitely gets downhill. I'm like, when you get downhill like that, and when you like go for like a jump ball, like contest, like you're basically going up with a layup with someone else, you're gonna draw a foul. He has years of experience. He's like a little SGA baiter. He's gonna get that little foul. He's gonna get that foul call. He's big too. So it's hard not to foul him. You get me without him making a free shot. And it's like Luka. I mean, technically he can do that. You've seen like a couple of years Luka, like early Luka. Yamming that thing on what? Who did he yam that thing on? Did he yam it on Harden? No, he didn't.
He used to yam though.
He used to yam, bro. He used to get posters, and like LeBron is known for that slashing. You get me? And I still like feel like even though he's like 40 plus. He's still known for that. I mean, especially nowadays. Like,
okay, so you're taking LeBron.
I'm taking LeBron all day, especially if you want a 1 point slash. Like, he's drawing a foul or he's making the basket.
I guess so.
And like Luka, come on, it's gonna be interesting to see them actually playing together. Like I said, or like we said earlier. But I think they're going to be good this season. And I want to see LeBron win another chip as much as I want to see Spurs win another chip in a way too. Yeah. Maybe a little more with Spurs, but like at the end of the day, I want to see LeBron win another chip.
It'd be amazing. I think
exactly.
We already think he's a GOAT, but I think there's no discussion. If he wins another chip, he's solidified GOAT.
And I think once they figure out things with like I said, chemistry. AR is a baller.
Dude, he's a baller.
If he comes off if he's the sixth man, that could be a problem.
Spurs
bro.
are who? I mean,
Lakers.
Spurs in the mind. Spurs. Lakers are hooping right now. Spurs. But all right, another one that I like here. So this is something. Usually, I feel like we agree pretty well on most things. I guess a little debate right here because you said you don't like the NBA Cup, whereas I actually am a huge fan of the NBA Cup.
That's interesting to say.
I'm a huge fan. Maybe I'm a casual. Maybe I just like seeing the court, but
I personally do. Okay, I definitely like seeing the court too, no doubt. The court, the atmosphere, I feel like is a little different. The colors are different. You have new jerseys. Yeah, it brings like that new attention you get me to the NBA, and I think Adam Silver definitely did a solid job with that. He brought a new, I guess, he brought a whole new tournament, and I mean a whole new thing to the NBA, and it's cool to see that, especially like I mean. You're going through the regular season, nothing crazy. You have All-Star break, and even then, All-Star break is kind of like simmering down.
Trash.
You get me? Yeah, exactly.
It's not good.
Dunk contest. There's no more dunks to do, bro. There's no more dunks to do. And like 3-point contest. I mean, come on. Yeah. I mean, Clay to Curry, that was the best time, and like, it's hard to beat that. And so, it's a new thing. I like that Adam Silver. He did do that, but I do feel like thinking of a player's perspective. Like I wonder if players really think that like. If they really like tried their hardest, during the in season, or like what I mean, like if they just treat it like a regular game or the actual tournament, if they don't want to waste energy for like actual like later in the season when it maybe gets like a little more competitive. You get what I mean?
I get what you mean.
And so like,
I feel like
it depends,
I feel like it actually does bring up different. At least for me, it feels like they do play with a different intensity for the most part. Maybe not your like I said, those big players, but again. A young team like the Pacers, like they have been showing up in the NBA Cup, and that was like kind of foreshadowing the Pacers doing good in the NBA Cup.
That was the same year they won, or they got to the finals.
So that's just foreshadowing. Like you got a young team like the Pacers, you got those guys with inexperience in those big games. It kind of helps them get experience in a little bit of a less dramatic fashion in the playoffs. Because in the playoffs, you lose, you're out. Here, you're just trying to compete for a champion. It's pride. They do have pride. They're competitors. They're athletes.
True. I see that.
So I feel like it does bring out the competitiveness. Like I said, maybe not for like a Kevin Durant who's like been in the league for like 17 years, been there, done that. He's like, whatever. Like I don't care about this.
Right.
But maybe for those younger teams who are trying to build that culture, the NBA Cup really elevates them. You're telling me right now, if the Spurs, who haven't won in a while and have a young core, were making a little run in the NBA Cup, and they were in a close game to try to make it into like the playoffs, and they made it to the playoffs, you're telling me that you wouldn't be like tapped in and actually rooting actively for the Spurs? Maybe it's because the Spurs haven't done anything in the NBA Cup. Right. But if it's your actual team playing,
that's true.
Young core like that, trying to get experience, and you're seeing Wemby trying to win an NBA Cup, no matter, even if it's not an NBA Finals, it's not a championship, but to still see that competitiveness, I feel like it's a little different. It adds a little bit extra during the regular season where it's a long season. It can be boring, especially in the beginning. Whereas NBA Cup, I feel like does raise the stakes at least a little bit. Not crazy amount.
It does bring a new thing, definitely, and a new like clutch. Now that you bring that up, that's a good point. The fact that these players, especially the inexperienced ones, Pacers,
Spurs right
I
now.
would hope to see the Spurs,
Yeah,
make
it'd
a
be
run.
awesome.
Exactly, and like that does, bring that clutch factor without like necessarily needing, to lose the whole damn season at a playoff game. And that's a good take. That's a solid take. I do still fear that an injury thing. I mean, it's a big thing.
It definitely is. You don't want to get injured.
I'm not gonna say we saw Tyrese, unfortunately tear his Achilles, and I mean, I'm not gonna obviously blame that on the in-season cup, but he played like he was hooping all season. And I don't know if he had an injury late in the spring or not, but
so you're a fan of load management.
Exactly.
You're a fan of load management.
No. Okay, look. Load management is an interesting take. I do feel like, we've seen players takes like Michael Jordan. What's up?
For those that don't know what load management is, because there might be people that don't know. Yeah, it's just there's a long season, so teams have a tendency to rest their starters sometimes to make sure they get rest, make sure they don't get injury. They say
it's like a weak little what is it?
Yeah, they say they have
illness maybe or something.
Yeah, they have an illness scratch, and I think Kawhi honestly coined it. I think Kawhi was a big one. PG. But yeah, people aren't a fan of load management because it takes the biggest stars out of the game. You want to see them play on a nightly basis. Right. But it's something that NBA teams do use to make sure their players are healthy, well rested.
True.
So just before we move on, I wanted to make sure people who might
definitely.
Not know.
It's definitely.
It's resting. It's just resting your starters pretty much.
And I don't necessarily vouch for load management to the max. Because definitely, like Michael Jordan said, he wants to show the top person in the bleachers, that he's really that hooper.
Exactly.
You get me? And that comes with a certain level of competitiveness. And to say that, maybe like the new generations of, hoopers in the NBA are maybe like, I guess, soft for it is interesting to say because like at the end of the day, you do want to protect these players. At the end of the day, it's $1 million industry, $1 billion industry. These players are getting paid millions, you get me? And the end, the goal is to win a championship. So at the end of the day, I think these teams are playing it smart, and it's unfortunate to see. I don't agree with that, with the fact that players are getting sat for damn games at a time, with the BS injury, you get me? And it's like it's unfortunate, but especially Kawhi. Kawhi is a bad situation. He's a bad experience. Or
we hate Kawhi.
Example because like
Kawhi sucks.
Yeah, it's like.
He does get injured too.
In the playoffs, like he's not the same anymore, honestly.
He's not the same. Whatever.
I think,
Kawhi rant could be a whole different thing.
Yeah, that really could be because some Clippers Kawhi rant, but
Clippers Kawhi stuff going on.
To say I'm vouch for load management is kind of ridiculous to say.
Okay.
I still think you can rest your players, and like I still believe that especially like a 40-plus-year-old LeBron, you got to give him some rest, even though he has a real injury right now, but
yeah.
And season cup's interesting. To end that, I guess, segment part off.
Yeah. I like it. I hope I changed your mind a little bit on it.
You definitely did. I personally do like the colors, bro. You can't even lie.
Big colors, guy.
The colors are nice. Yeah, the courts are cool. Some of the courts are nice. I know that the Spurs have a in-season tournament game today.
Dude.
They have like a nice gray court.
So you're telling me right now, the Spurs are playing the Rockets. It's an in-season tournament game. You're not going to be just slightly more hyped to watch the Spurs take on the Rockets because it's an in-season game rather than just a regular Friday night game.
I need to see the energy. The
energy will be there.
I need to see the energy, especially from the Spurs.
Do they play here?
Yeah. I need to see it from the Spurs. You get me? Like, not the crowd, but like the actual players.
That might be a little...
I wanted to go.
How much tickets running?
$200.
For
two.
For like high up ones?
Yeah. Ooh, they're solid though. I like the high up ones because I don't know if you saw that, but Spurs got that Prop A, Prop B passed. They're gonna build a new arena.
I guess so.
Downtown, bro. But I like Frostbank. Or what is that? What is it? A different one now?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Still Frostbank, but
Frostbank.
Besides that, did you still want to go over Russell Westbrook a bit?
We could talk about it really quick if you want.
Yeah, you can talk. I know.
I don't know if y'all saw on that Insta. I keep up with the Insta pages, the House of Highlights. The NBA. He did have a little interview saying, he humbly says he quote unquote humbly thinks he's the best guard, best rebounding guard in the entire NBA history. And immediately I just thought it was an interesting thing to say. Saying you're like the best of whatever in the league.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting statement. Like I didn't necessarily research like other guards who, I guess have better rebounding stats, but I do like Westbrook, and
you think he's the best, or I guess
to say that, yeah.
Is your point that you don't think he should be saying that?
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know
Is
how
it a little bit
exactly
arrogant
feel
for him
about
to say that?
I wanted to hear. I had it on my mind, right? I wanted to hear certain players maybe you think that are better rebounders if you can think of it. Because honestly, off the brain, like I
looked into it a little bit.
Okay.
So Westbrook does have the most rebounds of any point guard all time. He has the most. However, he does not average the most all time every season. That would go to Mr. Oscar O, the big O.
Right.
So Oscar Robertson, that's kind of the OG Westbrook.
Yeah.
Mr. Triple Double
True.
before Russell had it for like a year, and then Nikola Jokic kind of took it from him. So Russell Westbrook. So I guess Russell Westbrook said Jokic can have the Mr. Triple Double. I'll be Mr. Point Guard Rebound guy. Yeah.
And like
I guess.
I mean, we saw how Westbrook was like. I don't know if you saw like back in the day whenever he was like stat padding.
Yeah, he's stat pads.
He was stat padding.
He's stat pads too. So I mean, I guess you can say that. I'm just saying. I mean, I feel like it's kind of weak of him to say that. I like Westbrook.
It truly is kind of interesting to say that you're the best
Mr. Rebound
guard.
Mr. Rebounds.
Like now he's not calling himself the best triple double. He's not calling himself Mr. Triple Double no more. He's calling himself like,
I'm the best point. No,
I'm
not the best point guard. I'm not Mr. Triple. I'm Mr. Rebounds. Come on,
yeah, and it's
man.
like,
That's
it's
weak.
interesting to say, especially
And
to
I
say
like
that
Westbrook.
humbly, I'm the best rebounding guard.
All right, bro.
I needed to think who is possibly better.
Right now?
I mean, no, like
nobody.
rebounding wise, and like, I mean, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
He's showing out for the cam, bro. He barely made the sack kings. I mean, I like Westbrook though. I like Westbrook. You know, he's
Are we hating right now? Are we hating
okay,
on Westbrook a little bit?
We're hating on Westbrook. Gumbo's not gonna like this.
Huh?
Gumbo's not gonna like this.
I wasn't even planning on hating on Westbrook today either. I thought it was gonna be like a feel good segment, to be honest. But low-key, when you put it out there like that bro was like, "I'm Mr. Rebound."
Yeah,
I'm Mr. Rebound. Come on,
you're right.
That's a little weak, bro.
I don't got crazy things to say about this. Like, it was just a quick little bit that I saw on Insta, like of him saying that in the interview. And I mean, people like, I think the comments were kind of agreeing with it, but
I mean, I guess
the fact that I feel like he's reaching now with like certain stats and all that, like he's a pretty damn good rebounder. Stat pattern though.
Stat pattern.
I don't like stat patterns.
You don't like stat patterns?
I don't.
Jokic?
He's not a stat pattern.
Not
He
stat
goes for the
pattern?
win.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you saw some of the clips. I wish you could pull them up of Westbrook stat padding, but he was stat padding.
Back in the day, or like
not like crazy back in the day, like Wizards era.
Yeah,
like when he was averaging the
that's
triple dubs, like he was just stat padding like crazy.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I mean,
nothing crazy.
Westbrook,
nothing
you can
much
have
to
it. You can have it. You're
have
Mr.
your title, bro.
You're Mr. Rebound. Go ahead.
It is what it is.
And then last thing we do have is Jaylen Brown hairline strikes again. And then I want to ask you. I really want to ask you. I don't even know what you meant by this. Underneath it, you have a comment that just says, I don't know why. We kind of planned it. So under JB hairline strikes again, it just says stinky.
That does say stinky.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, like, I didn't mean anything crazy. I was just thinking off the dome. I don't know if y'all have seen it. He stroked one time. His hairline came off on who was the player?
I don't know.
I don't recall the player, but his hairline came off on their jersey, and then it struck again. It struck again a couple days later. I don't know if he's doing that on purpose now.
Is he clip farming?
He might be clip farming, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Like
you're saying if it happened once and it's embarrassing, if you're truly embarrassed, you wouldn't let it happen again.
Right.
But it just recently happened again. So you think
clip farmed too?
He's clip farming.
I don't know if you saw it, but he did clip farm. He was on stream. He was on some live stream, and he was like, "I'm gonna call LeBron right quick. I'm gonna call LeBron right quick and ask him about the hairline."
So you think he's just trying to be relevant?
Exactly. It might be a publicity stunt. Especially the second time around, and the fact that the player was like this, he was like the second time around, he got there, he was like this, he was like looking at it like this, and like the camera caught it. You get me? The camera caught that. It has to be a publicity stunt. The Celtics team was even making fun of it. The Celtics media team.
I mean,
surely it's a publicity stunt.
I think it's just kind of a testament to where we're at in the NBA season right now.
Surely, yeah.
That one of the biggest stories that just fucking Jaylen Brown
early season, man.
Hairline strikes again.
It gets to it.
Stinky.
I put stinky, not necessarily to diss him, but kind of just to say that, like, I mean, I think it's time to go bald, JB.
It's time to go bald?
I think it's time to go bald. Like, I mean, MJ did it.
LeBron hasn't done it. LeBron
went to Turkey. That's what he was calling LeBron for. But LeBron didn't answer. He didn't pick up.
Damn.
And he didn't pick up.
That's crazy.
But, yeah, I mean, it might be time to go to Turkey. Or it really might be time to just go bald. I feel like he could rock the bald look, in my opinion.
So you're saying he's too rich to just be painting his hair. LeBron did it for a while, though.
He did, and players made fun of his hairline.
And then he got a real one.
For the longest time. Exactly. And I think it's just time for JB if he wants to, like, stop wiping his damn hairline on players, bro.
Stop being broke and go to Turkey. That's crazy.
Go to Turkey. Go to Turkey.
Or just cut it all off. Stop clip farming.
I like the cutoff idea. I feel like he looked good bald. I'm not trying to be weird, but like I feel like MJ.
You weird.
Say what you want about it, but I feel like it's a problem. Like I don't like the clip farm. I don't know the obvious clip farms.
You read that. You red flagged that right away. You're like, that's
yeah. I mean, like, second time around, bro, the player was grabbing his jersey like this, like showing it to the camera. Like, come on, bro, that's a clip farm, bro.
I guess so.
And like, it is what it is. I don't really care that much about it. Like you said, early season, damn
Stinky.
topics, bro.
Stinky.
It's whatever, bro.
All right, I think that's pretty much all we have. Secret word for the day.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I like.
Last time, I feel like we got a little traction with Low Chi.
I really like this one.
We could. I mean, we definitely could do that one.
Who's going out of their way to say that though? I mean,
it's not a crazy word to say.
It's a little egregious.
It's not a crazy word to say though. It's like okay, like if people were like to randomly think about it.
You're only saying it if they've got to this point.
Exactly.
Right.
I think we're good.
Let us know. Leave a comment.
Definitely.
The secret word is cockchew.
Cockchew.
Yep, cockchew. New
no
word.
definition. Fluid word.
Fluid word.
Cockchew. Say whatever you want.
But I think that's all we have for this
Truly,
week.
yeah. I mean,
we'll see how the Spurs do tonight. Hopefully they rebound.
We'll come back with some better takes.
Mr. Rebound.
Ooh, I'm Mr. Rebound.
Nah, my take was good. My Tom Brady take was good. My Tom Brady take was good.
We're gonna see how these age for sure. We're gonna definitely.
We'll come back next week.
This episode or past episode. Hopefully this time around we
we'll see.
We get lucky with it.
All right, that's it.
Alrighty, man.
We got it.
That wraps it.